Hey guys, so somebody posted this. Kev's life in 6 minutes. With minimal mention of Saudi royal families. He needs to stop, he's going to get himself into trouble.
If someone does that, you'll all do that.
Do you see me doing that because you're doing it, Kevin? Yeah.
Nah, seriously. You're all like sheep, mate. Cry about.
How's everyone like sheep? What's he trying to say? That we all have long hair and eat grass? Then eventually we get chopped up for meat? Get shaved for wool? I don't get the metaphor.
That one, he won't let crap be said in his life. It will be blocked. What you can do then? Me and Paul are going to battle. Can I have the Universal Credit Special plate?
Paul, is he talking about his brother? Him and Paul are going to start battling.
Phone up the local Carias, excuse me, mate. Not really got much on me today. Could I have the Universal Credit Special, please? You know what I mean? Like, is there a certain...
I think in certain cities they do that, mate, but not in London.
No.
I can honestly tell you I've never ever heard of a takeaway offering a Universal Credit Special. And there's quite a few takeaways in Newcastle. And I always look at the menu. There's nothing on there about anything like that, Kevin.
Right, I've not got really much on me today, mate. Can I have that benefits meal, please? The benefits meal special. And as for the Sultan of Oman, I used to actually book one of the royal family from that country.
Really? Of course you did, Kevin.
I don't eat baked beans, so no baked beans for me. I don't like them. Do you know they put P-O-O in the middle of baked beans? And when I was...
What? I was going to say there, how can you not like baked beans? And he's trying to say they put crap in the middle of them. Eh? Kevin, where does your logic come from? Like, what website are you reading for this logic? For this knowledge? Because we all know he's gullible.
Young. That just put me off baked beans for life. I couldn't eat them, ever.
What?
No, right, I've not got really much on me today, mate. Can I have that benefits meal, please? The benefits meal special. And as for the Sultan of Oman, I used to actually book one of the royal family from that country.
No, you didn't.
I don't eat baked beans, so no baked beans for me. I don't like them. Do you know they put P-O-O in the middle of baked beans? And when I was young, that just put me off baked beans for life. I couldn't eat.
Really? I mean, what? I mean, I'm getting a headache now. Every time I watch this geezer, I'm always getting a headache. They put crap in the middle of baked beans. And ever since he found that out, he won't eat them. I mean, really, Kevin, you're just an absolute and utter gullible tool.
Ever. No, he taught us a lot of manners, actually.
You've got none.
He taught us kindness, and that's why we're kind people.
You're kind people. I don't think so. You're far from kind people.
Up. All me, Gary.
Well, you've forgotten your other brother's name.
4 of us, but then there's sometimes we only had one slice of this ain't no joke. No, not once.
Oh, now he's changed his mind.
To share between us for dinner.
Changed his mind from one slice.
4 of us, but then there's sometimes we only had one slice of this ain't no joke. No, not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is a joke. Because you change your story too quick.
Not once. Was it a few crackers to share between us?
Now it's a few crackers. Kevin, you're lucky. Some families out there didn't even have that. Especially in the late 80s and early 90s. I mean, we weren't exactly rich when we were growing up.
But obviously we've come a long way.
Most
since then.
families weren't.
Crackers to share between us.
You're lucky. Even today, some homeless people that are out on the streets don't even get to eat. Some families out there have to starve themselves just so the kids can eat. And look at you, on an app scamming people because you're money obsessed. I reckon he's full of it. I reckon he's always been like that. Because it's not a trait that you just pick up like that. You know, being so obsessed with money. It has to have happened all his life. It has to have. Look how stupid you're pointing out. Seriously, if I had an ear like that, right, I'd either go to the doctors and get the other side pulled out so it looks like I'm an elf, like a full-fledged elf. I am a bit of a geek. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, like a serious fan. Or I'd go and get the other side clipped and get them pulled back. Because you could definitely get that one pulled back. Just look at the state of it. You know what it looks like? When he was a kid, that his ear got dragged around too much and it stretched it out. You know, when you were a kid and parents or teachers used to drag you by the ear. I think that's happened to him too many times.
I'm not leeching off no one, thank you very much.
Yes, you are.
Oh, we had it bad, mate. We had it bad.
Kevin,
you're
45 years old and you're living at home still. And you don't have to. Yeah, I'm 37 and I'm at my father's, but that's because I'm his carer. I look after him, I have to do things for him day and night. But he doesn't have to be there. And I work. So that's technically 2 jobs I've got. Well, 3 if I wanted to count YouTube, but I don't. But still, you don't need to be there.
Lost names and stuff, we had it bad. But it was popular at school, but...
Wait, what?
Yeah, some people have come a long way since then. We had a few crackers to share between us. I'm not leeching off no one, thank you very much.
Yes, you are.
Oh, we had it bad, mate. We had it bad. Used to try and call us names and stuff. We had it.
Yeah, they used to bully him, but even before he even says he used to be popular at school, I remember him doing that interview. And he used to always say he was really, really popular. And now he's just let loose that he used to be bullied. Well, obviously he used to be bullied.
Bad, but it was popular at school.
Turn that around.
Yeah, sometimes we had it bad.
I reckon he was always bullied.
That's not called karma, mate. Because you don't get karma when you're a young person. I was in the popular crowd, but I just didn't like school, hated it. Couldn't stand it, mate. I won't get to Miami 100%.
No, you won't.
I'm determined I'll get there.
Kevin, how are you going to get there? You're not allowed. You've got a criminal record, so how do you think you're going to get there? I hope he does fly out. I really do. Just for the satisfaction for when he gets the TSA border control, and they deny him entry, so he has to fly home.
No qualifications at all. I left school as soon as I turned 16.
Wow!
I left.
You stayed until you were 16. I had to leave at 14 and go to work. That's how long I've been working for. I had no choice. Bills had to be paid and food had to be put on the table. My father was sick, he couldn't work. My mother was pregnant with my youngest brother. So me and my oldest brother, we had to go out to work. We had no choice.
I left, mate. It was my first ever job. I think
His first ever job, if I remember rightly, he says he worked at Butlins, but only for a few days. That's what he says. I remember from an interview. No, I've not seen his video yet. But I do remember him saying his first ever job was at Butlins, and he worked. He called in sick and just didn't know. He was there, couldn't be bothered to do it. Took his jacket off, says he had to use a family emergency. I think he says his mother or his father was in hospital. They had to leave, he had to leave, and he just didn't turn up the next day. Didn't even ring him.
The job was working in a bloody diner cutting salad.
Well, that's a lie.
Killed, and after 2 weeks, I'm not doing this no more. I've been the one where I went to Butlins to work.
There. Now you say Butlins.
4 days, that was it for me. Then I basically worked in a car wash place. I washed cars. Mate, the money was crap. It was a hard job as well. And after...
How is washing cars hard? How? It's one of them pressure things. Jet wash things. All you do is wash the outside of a car and then go on in the inside with cloths and that, damn cloths. It's not hard.
I think after about a week or two, I was like, I've had enough of this. I'm not doing this. I tried to be a trainee chef at David Lloyd's.
No.
Like that.
I've got multiple videos of him stating he can't cook. He's even admitted he can't cook. He's a terrible cook. So no, Kevin. No, you weren't a trainee chef.
Not doing this out. Started promoting a bit, nightclubs and stuff. First ever club I did, like, guess this, that was a club called Click Nightclub.
You mean you were handing out
Got
leaflets?
involved with some wrong people. Literally, like, I was scared to go out and stuff. Sort of like now, I'm not scared to go out.
Yes, you are.
But these people were looking for me. I got a letter through the door saying...
You've got people looking for you now. So, yes, you would be too scared to go out now. And have you not noticed, he hasn't mentioned his, his paralegal job. That he was supposed to have been there for a couple of years. Worked his way up from the mailing office all the way to the top floor.
I owed the bloody government 4.6 million. 4.6 million.
Kevin, if you owed the government that much money, I guarantee you'd be in court and you'd be in prison.
I was like, they just used me, these people. They just used me.
He'd be in prison?
I brought them down. There's probably people worth about 500 million each sitting in a room or something. And I brought them down.
Really, Kevin?
And I don't care where they are today. I really don't give a shite.
Kevin, we just know... No, he doesn't care where they are because they don't exist. Because he's full of it.
And then I got involved in, like, promoting, innit? Like, I started booking tables.
No, he didn't.
King because I booked that many.
I've actually been shown a video off Vegas. It was from an old YouTube video of his. And he started arguing and shouting at somebody about the clubbing days. You couldn't hear him properly because there was really loud music. But I caught the gist of it. He never used to book clubs for millionaires and royal families and whatnot. He worked for someone. But he wasn't booking tables. I think he was a waiter. He was waiting on tables.
Basically, that many tables. Like, how are you booking so many tables? I was booking like 15 to 30 tables a week.
That's a bit of a number spread out.
And
15 to 30.
Lived an insane lifestyle. Like the clients I had were literally people I'd never ever thought I'd like have clients as go to their houses.
Kevin, you're such a compulsive liar.
And in Bishop's Avenue was like, I didn't know who he was.
Or you didn't know who he was.
The gate, everything. I didn't know who he was. But obviously he was the king's son of Saudi Arabia.
Of course he was.
Like, if I was to see him this day, he'd be like, well, yeah, what's happening, Kev? You know what I mean?
Oh, he'd probably shoot you.
Lunchtime I'd be in my, like, high-vis, everything. Josh has got the high-vis now, by the way. And that high-vis is famous.
That's his day when he was a hog carrier. But have you still not noticed he hasn't mentioned him being a paralegal? Everything that comes out of this man's mouth is nothing but bull. He's a compulsive liar. He's done it for that long. He's an expert at it. That's how easy the words just roll off his tongue. You know, the lies. That's why they just easily roll off his tongue.
I reckon it should be worth money. It's my original high-vis and I signed it as well.
But you're a
And
nobody.
Here I am, Mr. UK TikTok official.
Why?
Number one trending in the UK, soon to be the world, because everyone...
I still don't know what it's supposed to be number one trending in. And why would that high vis still be now be worth money? You're a nobody. You're not famous. You're not a celebrity. Dumb.
in the UK more or less knows me, and in the world they know me as well.
Really,
I
Kevin?
see myself in 5 years, right? I'm going to be a billionaire in 5 years.
No, opposite.
I'm going to set up a massive like hospital place for like mental health people.
Course you are, Kevin. Course you are. Where I see Kevin in 5 years is 6 feet under. I know it's harsh, but I reckon he'll be 6 feet under. Either that or he'll be gone from TikTok and he'll disappear. He'll be hidden. Anybody that comes up to him and says, "Oh, I remember you, aren't you, Mr. UK?" That's it. He'll phone the police on him. He'll be hidden. God. Anyway, I've got more to do, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.